Hi, everybody. Welcome to another show with Danny and me. Danny's the king of chaos, and it's always a trying experience with Danny. You know that. Those are here regularly. And it's always a real challenge for me to keep my cool. And I'm going to try again today to keep my cool with this crazy man. Hello, Danny.
Crazy man. Good morning, Joe. How are you today?
Oh,
Uh,
just dandy. Just dandy. It's,
I haven't I haven't talked to you for a while.
yeah, sure. We talk on the phone. What are you talking about?
Hey, good
Uh,
good morning, everybody.
yeah. Hi, everybody there out there in viewing land. Yeah, and hello to you upstairs too, creaking the ceiling.
Ooh.
I just hate that people can hear me.
Don't
Uh,
th- don't those people work?
well, first of all, I think the wife works, and I think the husband, I think he works from home,
Oh,
and I think up there is, I'm guessing that's the bedroom of the
right, right.
daughter, but and there's no school right now, so anyway, what's hello, James,
Hi, James.
and hello, Beetletti.
Hello, Beetle Eddie.
Bringer of chaos, great image of Danny and his
Oh,
pills
yeah.
and the dog.
Hello,
Yeah,
lady.
his pills are a mess. Yeah, bouncing up out of the box. He's got so many pills. You
Yeah,
need a
sure.
scorecard.
Yeah.
And, Ramoga, what's going on with you?
Good
What's
morning,
up?
Ramoga. That's my buddy.
It's better entertainment when you lose your cool. Well, I know that, but it's not good for my nervous system or my image. I don't think.
Oh, yeah,
But
yeah. Yeah, Mitch. Yeah, me, Mr. Mayo.
no, no, bullshit. That's not what it is. If you don't, if you still can't understand the reason for that name, it has nothing to do with meanness. Christian, what's going on?
Good morning, Christian. I hope you're doing well too.
Danny's ready to unleash. Yeah, unleash what? He's got some things up his sleeve.
That's
Is that the
Josh,
idea?
right? Josh. Hi, Josh.
Yeah. And this is Breege, aka Martin. What's going
Oh, Mark.
on?
What's up, Mark?
What's the good word?
I hope you're doing well over there in England.
Reminds me of Harrison's comment about his nervous system in the Beatles. Well, my nervous system is a lot like George Harrison's. I guess I'm always tense, always. Since I was a little boy, it's just I try not to be. It's not easy, but I'm working on it. And I love how Harrison says about the nervous system. He says, we get, they gave their screams, but we gave our nervous systems. Let me tell you something, George Harrison. We gave more than our screams. We gave our cash. Okay. I love
Right.
this guy. Like you want to know what your nervous system is like getting screwed, George. Try being a mailman. Try being a mailman instead of a rich star or having all the girls you want. See what your nervous system is really like getting crashed. What's going on, Penny Lane?
Good morning, Penny Lane. Love you. Penny Lane. Robin says good morning.
I don't think that Danny will ever see Oasis, to tell you the truth.
And, they're not in America anymore, but I
You
tell you
know,
what, I'm sorry I didn't go. But
now you're sorry you didn't go.
it's a hassle, But
It's always
because
a hassle.
yeah, because I got to explain this again. I got an in-law.
It's always easier to stay home. But go ahead.
I can go pee pee now, and then 15 minutes later, I got to go again
Oh,
because of
you
the,
and your excuses. But
I
that didn't
blast.
stop you. Wait a minute. That didn't stop you from going to the ELO rip-off concert, the fake ELO, and the fake Barry Manilow. It didn't stop you from going there.
But on the 28th of this month, we're going to see 38 Special. For me, it'll be my third time to see 38 Special.
You're kidding!
Great Southern Rock. If I'm sure everybody heard of 38 Special. They're all over the radio. Many, many hits. And they had. He's not going to be. He retired. Donnie Van Zandt is no longer with 38 Special because he has issues with nerves. Or hearing. After all those years of doing those concerts, they got these amplifiers behind them, 150,000 watts. You got to go deaf. You know, so
Yeah,
we had
but let's get to the point of this, though. You lied a few moments ago.
had
You
a lot.
said that, oh, I can't go to Oasis because I got to pee a lot and this and that or whatever else reasons. But meanwhile, you're saying you're going to see 38 Special. You saw ELO, fake ELO. You saw fake Barry Manilow. So
Well, but wait a minute, wait. This is very intimate. This is not a stadium concert. It is not a stadium concert. It's going to be the Rhinebeck Fair, Rhinebeck, New York, upstate New York, about maybe an hour and 15 minutes from here, maybe a little longer. So you know, but I was thinking about that. You know, why is these bands got to play at fairs and stuff like that when they made millions of dollars? You know, I don't understand though, what they did with them. It must be a lot like you, Joe. Don't know how to manage money. That's the only thing I can say.
yeah, I guess other people like me that have a good time in life, I guess, enjoy their lives. Yeah,
So the last
you know,
concert I went to, I shook hands with Donnie Van Zandt while they were performing. You know, that was cool. You know, I gave him that. And then I released it. You know, real quick. It was pretty cool. And then
Oh boy, you had a busy day.
I got a signed CD from the band. You know what I mean? The complete band. You know, so I was very happy. But great Southern rock.
all right, Danny. Let's see. Top priority. New Oasis tour dates are imminent. Do you know what the word imminent means?
Yes,
Any day now.
yes, I understand. Yeah, yeah. You know, they're doing very well. Of course. You know what I mean?
When I was a mailman, did I ever deliver to beautiful women? Oh, yes, said he. Oh, yes. And, we never had any, that thing like the postman always rings twice or whatever it is. I never experienced that.
You forgot the U between A and E. No, it was A and E.
I'm lost. What are you talking about?
You left a letter out of beautiful.
Oh, wow. Danny noticed that. Well, Dixon was fuming at how he done in the quiz. Oh, I know what you're talking. He tried to laugh it off. Believe me, he was embarrassed. See, that was a poor showing. But I got to tell you the truth about the quiz. The Beatle quiz that's over at what the Beatle quiz. I was the first guy to do it, and they always tease me. They say you always got to keep repeating this, Joe. Yeah, I was the first. I was stupid for being the first guy. I volunteered. They say we want you to be the first guy because you have a pretty big channel. And I said, okay. So I was the first guy, but I wasn't prepared for how the game was going to be run, and neither were the hosts, really. We were just finding our way. They were finding their way. So anyway, the smart thing to do, which is what Andy did, Andy Nichols, you wait a while. You be like the 10th guy to play after you get a feel of how the thing is. Then he knows how to do certain like clever things like don't answer certain questions and instead get half the points on the one round instead of the other. I didn't have any time for that. And they didn't tell me that when I did it, that if I didn't know an answer during the clock round, that I could say, pass, pass, pass. I spent way too much time thinking during the clock about the answers. I just going pass to a quicker one. Things like that. So anyway, yeah, but and by the way, that game is not at all well, it's fun. It's about fun and having a good time. It's not really indicative of who knows the most about the Beatles because, things like trying to read somebody's lips when they're miming a song isn't knowing about anything really about the Beatles. Being able to certain things like that, aren't really indicative. Hey, here's a mellow fellow saying, I'm sorry I wasn't around Monday to join your film chat. After my accident, I got a pain in my throat. It hurts to talk. Well, you don't talk, so it's all right. Just playing with you. I wasn't feeling so mellow. Wasn't in the mood. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you for letting us know. And, in the future, just type it in. I mean, type in what's wrong. We're glad that,
Yeah, I hope you do well. Yeah, we missed you.
Yeah. Let's see. Hello to Jim. It says, greetings, gentlemen and Danny. Yeah, I'm not here. I hear you. Well, I am a gentleman. Actually, I joke around saying gentleman. Who's a gentleman? But actually, I am very much so. People don't know that, but it's true. I'll always like open it, hold the door open,
Hello, Jim.
and stuff
Good
like that.
afternoon. I think it's afternoon in England, right?
Sure. And there's a possibility though, where you're still not sure about this, but when I go back up to that detention center, I'm going to have to go starting September 1st on Tuesday evenings. I'm going to have to go to that, what I call the detention center. It's just a nickname. When my girlfriend goes, I drive her up there, and we got to drive up there for like an hour drive or more, an hour and 10 minutes or something. And then I may start doing the Joe and Danny show at 7 p.m. Eastern on Tuesdays. We might. I'm sorry, Danny, right? You know about that, right? Maybe.
Yeah. That ain't gonna be fun. I tell you right now. It's gonna be all strangers.
Well, not all strangers, but
I know already. It's gonna be friggin' Beatles all over again.
you keep telling the first time, folks, during this stream where I'm getting perturbed at him, because I've told him this many times when he says this. I am the moderator. If I say no Beatles, there'll be no Beatles. Or if I
don't listen, they type anyway. It doesn't matter.
I'll ignore those questions. Now, when we have Breach, when Breach comes here, you know the story.
Yeah, Breach is different.
Breach has to. This is where he talks a little Beatles because he doesn't really get a chance on the Beatles channel. Although I still don't know why he won't do that. It's one of the big mysteries of life why he refuses to do that.
Come up with another name so you could be on Joe's show on Saturday. I don't understand, Breach. What's going on? It ain't.
Yeah, Woodland Goblin is like Stu Sutcliffe, gone too soon. We don't know what happened to Woodland Goblin.
Yeah, Martin. It's funny that you mentioned him because I was asking Joe the other day about him. I said, I wonder whatever happened to him. Oh, he got pissed off and so and so. I said, maybe he died. Maybe he just
maybe he died too. You don't know what happened to you. We don't know what happened to him, but I know why he left. He said he really didn't like me having one person on here, and if I had this person on here, he was going to disappear, and he's gone.
But
so that's what happened. I said nobody tells me who to have on here, so I had the person on, and he was like, "All right, I'm out of here. Goodbye, Woodland." That's the way it goes.
Some people move on. They don't watch YouTube anymore.
This is again another perturbed moment with Danny. It's true. We don't know what. Hold on. I'll mute you. Hold on. I'm telling you, that's a fact. It's a fact. And he said it. Nah, I'm gone. I said, no, come on. And he wrote, nah, I'm gone, or something like that. And he left. That is the reason he left. Now, if you want to get into, it's been a few years, a couple of years.
Yeah,
maybe he passed. Sure. Maybe he's passed away now. Maybe something's happened now. We don't know about that. Has nothing to do with it. It could be, but the point I'm telling you why he left.
Yeah, maybe he found a girlfriend. Maybe he got married. Who the hell knows? You don't know. Never know.
He persists. That's the second thing of why I get pissed at him.
Yeah, but you got your opinions. I got mine.
You're a silly man. Your opinion has nothing to do with this. What are we arguing about? I told you the reason he stopped posting here and stopped participating. He did it because he didn't like me having any threatened that I'm going to go if you put this person up here. I did, and he went, and I say bye-bye. Or as somebody used to say, bye-bye. Nobody knows what that is. Some people might remember. But anyway, and he left. Now you get into this whole thing unrelated. Well, how do you know he's not dead? How do you know he didn't find a girlfriend? That's got nothing to do with what happened after the fact of why he left.
All right,
Mr. Better now, baby.
I understand better.
Boy, this guy, he's just too much, I swear.
I'm afraid that stupidity always brings out the worst in me.
Stupidity?
Yes, stupidity.
Oh, man.
No, Martin. No, we don't know if he died or not. Probably not.
That's not what he's saying. I think he's talking.
Woodland died?
Follow he spelled it wrong. Or he meant something else. Read the rest of it.
No, I'm reading.
Read the next post, Danny. You're
Wait
slow.
a minute. I'm reading 8:15. Okay, it says
You're slow, Danny. You're very slow, Danny. You're very
you're an
slow.
ass, man. I'm telling you, man.
Read the next one together with that one. Here, I'll do it for you, little boy. Here you go. Woodland died and then added his hair daily.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Why don't you make it one line? Well, why you gotta make it two different comments?
Well, you got. But I've been telling you, read it.
Man,
I said read the other line.
I'm getting
And
pissed
you
off.
didn't.
Peter. All right, baby.
All right, let's go up back to because I'm like losing stuff here. What's your blood sugar level, Danny? Oh, this guy doesn't care about his health. What are you kidding?
What's your variant level, Pablo Vital?
What's that got to do with anything?
I got to get my machine. I'll get it in a couple minutes.
All right, yeah. Anyway, yesterday I had a Whopper.
What?
Had a Whopper yesterday. You know that. I told you.
Yeah, no.
It was out of this world. Let me tell you, it was out of this world too. Because I got to tell you. Go ahead.
And the brownie.
Let me. Hey, I'll tell you as I want to tell you. Okay, that's right. I went to the movie theater where they don't have any other food, and I had a brownie before the movie. Absolutely, because I had to have dinner because I was going to be there for like 3 hours. All right, at night. That's the first thing. And then a day after, I did have the Whopper. And you know what? It was delicious because, as I understand it, Burger King now has a situation where if they get an order wrong, they give you a free one. So a lot of people are going to say their order was wrong. They're really trying extra hard to get it right. And boy, this was an incredible. And they must really be beaten over the head because they always do things, everything just the way I wanted it. Okay. And that was just one treat. And this morning I am one up. I am a pound heavier today than I was yesterday, but I expected it.
You see, you could have went to the movies. You could have brought sardines with you and put them in your pocket with a fork. Instead of eating that brownie, you must like.
I've been eating plenty. I've been eating sardines, plenty of sardine cans, plenty. On this diet. It's a nice try again with your shtick, but it doesn't.
No. You could put a sandwich in your pocket, instead of buying.
We'll talk about the keto bread too. I started eating keto bread too, and I got a little carried away with the keto bread too. Well, we'll get into that. Being a gentleman's not always for the best. I held the door open at school, got stuck as everyone rushed in. Exactly. Then was on purpose, got kicked in the head with a football. And my head hit the glass door. Wow, you got some life. I got to say, your stories sometimes are really amazing.
You ain't so mellow, fellow.
And I lost a lot of blood.
Lost a lot of blood.
Tubi has a 2-hour documentary on our gang comedies. It's good. I didn't know Alfalfa was in A Wonderful Life. Yes, he is.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
I am still in contact with Glenn. I think I just barely remember who Glenn is now that I think of it.
Oh, I forgot about him. Glenn, remember? We were supposed to start an Oasis channel together.
Oh, yeah, that'll be the day. I remember Glenn now. Yeah, I remember him.
Wait, you don't remember Glenn?
I remember him now.
Okay.
Good morning, Robbie. What's doing?
Hi, Robbie. Good morning.
What's this about, Peter?
A reference to Goblin, Woodland Goblin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's Peter's humor. Hi, Peter.
You are correct, sir. That is why he left. He needs to come back because he has a good Beatle brain and hates Oasis. I remember that funny time I got him to admit that he had one favorite Beatles song over the others. He said, I liked them all equally. He would not do that. And finally, I got him to admit that his favorite was, somehow I tricked him into admitting that Hey Bulldog was his favorite. Well, enough with Goblin, man. Let's talk about something else.
Yeah, he's messed.
Love this interaction so far, ladies. Well, thank you, Matt. And hello to Walkman.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning.
I am not off my diet. Nope. I don't consider that off my diet at all. And it's not, the lifestyle. No, not at all. It was just an experiment. And
Another Whopper today, Joe?
No, I had the one. That's it. Exactly. I guess it doesn't help, Martin, that I had a keto bread sandwich at midnight last night, does it? That doesn't work too good. Yeah, I know. So yeah, I know the reason. It's still in my system, you know.
So let's talk about keto bread.
Yeah, let's talk about keto bread. First of all, I could go get it. I don't know, but it's funny because I was going to make a video about it, and yeah, at first I had keto bread. Danny recommended it, and somebody else I know recommended it, and I got the keto bread. And the first time I bit into it, and first of all, it smelled funny. It was like this doesn't
Yeah,
it smells like chalk or something. It doesn't smell like bread. And
no,
then I take a bite into it, and I was like, man. And the ends are very like rubbery. The ends of the bread are rubbery. You got to like
yeah.
pull it off like that. And then it tasted like a sponge. It felt like I was eating a sponge, which is
Midnight.
going to be a video I'm going to make. I'm going to make a video about me doing a taste
Yeah,
test. But
yeah. Whatever you do, don't toast it
why?
because you ain't gonna eat it. No, it doesn't make good toast at all, man. It's like rubber burning in there. It's really weird when you toast it. You can't toast it, you know.
It's already rubbery. And the thing that gets
I
me,
like,
it gets more rubbery.
I like dark toast, so maybe I gotta lighten it up a little bit when I put it in the toaster.
You
But
shouldn't be eating any bread, Danny. You're a diabetic.
yeah, I don't want to go through this again.
Yeah,
So
well, you're stupid.
I ate it once and I never went back to it.
Well, the bottom line is that I found my, but now I didn't want to throw it away because it was expensive. You know, it's more
Yeah,
expensive
yeah.
than regular bread.
It's like $6-7 a loaf.
Yeah. So I said, all right. So, but then I started getting it. I don't say I love it, but I started
Yeah.
tolerating it better. And I started doing like for a snack, I take a slice and I put some stuff on it, Miracle Whip, and I would like, fold it over and eat one slice. But I
Well,
caught myself. But the thing is, I was craving more. I would do it again. So I was having a little too much of the keto bread. Let's put it
yeah,
that way.
because you know it's low carb and very low. It's got like 2 grams of carbohydrates. So
Right.
you can get away with eating more. But good thing about that kind of bread is you can make yourself a sandwich. Where you eat the sandwich, you get full. You know what I mean?
Maybe you get full eating other stuff too, but
Joe, come on, Joe. We're
no,
talking
not
about
Joe. Come on, not Joe. Come on. You could have chicken and get full. You could have. Don't be ridiculous. You could have salad and get full. Come on, Danny.
no. There's nothing like a sandwich. Nothing.
Okay, the other night I went to the theater and I saw. Oh, what I had fun with that, man! I saw The Mask of Fu Manchu from 1932 with Boris Karloff. That was a lot of fun, and the great movie, one of the greatest 1930s horror movies of all time that still holds up. I saw Frederick March in Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde from 1931. And let me tell you something. I'm going to talk about this on my movie show, my movie channel, but it's always a risk of who's going to be in the theater because we got like these 3 kids, 2 girls and a guy. I don't know how old they were. Between 18 and 21, I would say, young, and they're up there, and I'm like, why are they here? The first movie, it was a girl that laughed through the whole freaking movie, the Boris Karloff movie about Fu Manchu, and she laughed at some parts that were, what do you say, by today's standards, they're kind of unintentionally funny because they're so dated. But there's other parts that were not funny at all, and she just laughed, But after that, when Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde came on, dead silence, because that movie holds up. It's terrifying. Mr. Hyde, what he does to that streetwalker, he kind of like takes over a streetwalker and forces her to live with him. And the thing, they don't see a lot of stuff in 1931, but it's implied. He is absolutely fiendish, deadly, scary, and it was so quiet. You could hear a pin drop because they were so transfixed.
Wow, I love those words you're using. Transfixed.
I don't
Wow,
know where it comes from sometimes, but
that vocabulary, I'm telling you. Yeah, you should have told those 2 little kids. The 2 little kids?
what little kids? I told you between 18 and 21.
Oh, too bad.
22, maybe 23, very young.
You could have said to them, go see Ice Cream Man.
I was just going to bring that up. Now you did. I was going to say, and then I went from there. So I should have said, "Why don't you go see the Ice Cream Man movie?" It's
Shit,
not for you.
that's what I would have done. I swear to God, I would have said,
I didn't
"Hey,
even think of it.
I
I
got a
didn't
good
even think of it.
movie for you, Ice Cream Man. Go see it."
Favorite Beatles song is either Julia or A Day in the Life. Well, A Day in the Life is always a lot of people's favorite Beatles song. Julia, I never hear that as a favorite song. That's an interesting choice.
Yeah, Richard Dolan don't like that song. A Day in the Life. He says terrible song.
That's
Richard
crazy,
Dolan.
man. Everybody's got their opinions, but sometimes some of them are
Yeah, I think
crazy.
he's just bullshitting everybody.
But he
Really.
means it. You always do that too. You just bullshit. It's fake. It's not real. He really doesn't like the song. Okay, it's obvious. You see, now we got even Mellow Fellow talking about the Beatles here. This is not a Beatles channel.
The wrong channel.
I'm not.
No.
What? Talks over me. I'm not blaming you, Mellow Fellow. You don't know what the deal here. But the thing is, there's a couple of people here that don't go to the Beatles channel, so I let them have a few moments here. But I don't really want to talk Beatles here. I toast my keto bread all the time. Makes great grilled cheese. I'm thinking about it now. But I tell you, man, I saw another brand out there. There's another brand. This one's called, the one I had was called Nature's Own. I think it's called. There's another brand that I found. Maybe it's better. But from my research, all keto bread tastes like that. It's like hard, or not hard. My girlfriend had it too because she's got diabetes. So I said, try this, So she tried it. I said, you're not going to like it. It's pretty bad. So she comes back. She goes, I had the keto bread for lunch today. I said, what do you think? She goes, it was like eating an egg carton.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I didn't have success toasting it. Maybe you had a different brand, or if you make grilled cheese, you didn't put it in the toaster. You toast it on the grill, completely different.
Jerry Carter been watching The Thin Man. Yeah, I still got the whole collection. When I'll watch him is anybody's guess.
Hi, Sherry.
I'm hoping it's something I can watch with my girlfriend because she'll be more into that. By the way, what movies, other movies am I going to see? I found out Exorcist 2, the terrible sequel that you got to see to be believed. It's the worst sequel to a great movie ever, but it's be on a big screen. I've never seen that on a big screen. I'm going to do it. Talking about movies here. Okay, Ice Cream Man looks pretty bad. To me, well, you could see my review. It's on my movie channel, but it wasn't anywhere near as awful as I'd heard. I heard so many awful things, and I went to see it. And I thought it was average. Average doesn't mean good.
Mark Taylor ain't gonna go to your review. He just likes to bust out with chops over here.
Yeah. Okay. What's up, Daniel?
Hi, Daniel.
Caught a little bit of Guess Who's Coming to Dinner. I do like it. I saw it once, and I did like it. Yeah. Anything with Sidney Poitier in it is usually very good, and Spencer Tracy. Look at Eddie. Eddie doesn't like that I try to shut him up. Here's the difference, Eddie. Like I've told you before, a Breege, Breege does not go onto my regular Beatles channel. I'd rather he talk about it there, and I don't know why. I still don't know why. Like I say, if he can't get on, start another account somewhere, do something. But anyway, and so I allow him to have a little Beatle talk here. But even here, I don't want to make it too much Beatles. Eggs are not bad for you. Come on, unless you're allergic to them, I guess.
No, eggs are very healthy for you. Despite the yolk has high cholesterol, very healthy for you. Hello, Marcus. I love you, bro. Yo, bro. Good to see you.
And we're caught up here. There's no more comments. That was the last comment.
Right I had a doctor's visit over the phone yesterday.
Yeah, what did he tell you? How long you got left?
No. It's about this. I don't know. I told the story the last chat about this device that's going to be implanted in me. Okay.
Go ahead.
It's called a stimulator, and what it does is it runs a wire to my chest, and it's supposed to stop all that burning pain. It's a sensation, and I don't have to take that gabapentin shit anymore. So you have to go through a series of different doctors. So first I went to see my doctor, my pain management, and a lady came in and told me about this device. So I said, yeah, I like to try it. It's a trial run. This device is going to be taped to you first for a week, tape, and see how it works. Okay, and if it works fine, this and that, then they implant it. Implant it. It goes under the skin like a pacemaker. You know, just right under the skin. And they run the wire to where I'm having a problem, and it sends out an electrical signal which calms the nerves down. So I don't have to get that pain. So that was the first. That was the first visit. The second was over the.
Why are you telling me this? I'm not interested in your life story.
You're a jerk, Joe.
I didn't say anything.
This is
He
what
did.
this is what the channel's all about. Okay, not Beatles and shit, but I don't mind Beatles. But anyway, so I talked to a counselor or a psychiatrist over the phone. Okay, cost me $25 for that too. So I gave him my Discover card. Anyway, she asked me a whole bunch of series of fucking questions, all kinds of shit. Are you depressed? Are you moody? When you get the pain, this, that, can you walk? All kinds of shit. So you know, I played it a little bit. You know, so you know what? She says, "What's your pain right now, from 0 to 10? You know, 10 being the strongest." So I said 7. I'm not gonna say yeah, it's a 10. No, I'm not gonna do that. So
No, you're
anyway,
not going to do that if it is. If it is,
oh, it ain't, because I think they have a patent. So anyway, I was finished with her. She's gonna send her thing. What do you call it? I don't know what to call it. To Booker, Dr. Booker. You know, and then I got to see a spine doctor. That's the last thing, and then they go for that procedure. You know, so I'm looking for a spine surgeon. You know, and they recommend the one in Westchester. Now Westchester, I don't know friggin' Westchester. You know what I mean? So I'm looking. I'm gonna call the insurance company and find out if there's anything in Orange County where I live. You know, rather than traveling. I don't want to get lost. You know, so that's the story up to now. You know.
wow, that's terrible.
No, it's not terrible. It's just a lot of bullshit, you know. Why do I gotta see a counselor, psychiatrist? I'm not nuts. Shit.
That's look. I care about Danny, and I hope he finds
No, you
relief.
don't care about
Oh,
Danny.
I care about I care about Danny, and I hope he finds relief. But the whole thing is, it's just for fun. I have these clips, and sometimes I try to put them in wherever they fit. You know.
Oh, I don't have no pain now as we speak because I take the medication. Sometimes it doesn't flare up too much. Sometimes it doesn't flare at all. It's really fucking weird. I don't know what causes it to flare up. And then what happens is when the nerves are firing like that, rapidly like that, that causes pain, you know, because of nerve damage. It's probably from diabetes, you know, what I have.
You know what? You know what you need. What can help you? A nice veal cutlet.
Nah, come on. Stop with this veal shit. Come on.
I'm telling you, it could help.
Yeah, show me.
Joe was right. I've been missing out all these years.
It's making me hungry, by the way. Did it make you hungry? When you...
No,
Yeah, right. Yeah, sure.
no. Why is my hair so wild? You know, anybody see my hair looks wild today? It's like, what do
Yeah,
you
yeah,
think?
it looks like shit. Lately, on these videos, it looks like shit.
Well, some of them, like which one? Like Ice Cream Man, I didn't wash it. That's one thing. Today, I just washed it.
You're
It
supposed to wash
looks so freaking like I don't know.
You can't wash your hair every day.
I don't. That's part of.
Yeah,
What do you think I made? What a stupid man! What do you think I made the video? Like I said, when the hair wasn't washed.
you don't work in the ditch and get dirty and shit like that. Maybe once every 3 days you wash your hair.
What do you know about hair?
I got very little. I'm telling you, man, it sucks.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. I say this again every time I go in there. You know, take a shower and wash my hair and stuff. There's a lot in that freaking tub, and I'm 64 years old, and I've never seen that much. I got to come in with a roll of paper towels, and every time I'm finished, I go in. I use a lot of paper towels in the tub.
You told me one day you don't want to talk about it.
Well, what's to talk about? Look, let's explain something. This is the reason why, because it's natural. Do you know people lose like 100 hairs or more a day? It's natural to lose like 100 hairs a day, and if you don't wash your hair, say for 3 days, and you lose 100 hairs, what happens? They stay in, I guess, right? Or some of them. And then when you wash it, there's 300 hairs.
Yeah. Well, someday you might be bald. You
I
never know.
may, but you know what? It's okay. You know why? Because the rest is gravy. I made it to 64 with a full head of hair. I expect everybody should know that I feel this way. I expect that as the days go by, the years go by, I should say, the years go by, that's going to happen. That's natural. You know, I accept it.
And maybe not, because my father, when he passed away, he's 74, he had all his hair.
Well,
I don't know what happened to me.
Our cats will. Go ahead.
My brother had more hair than me at 78.
Well, that's because you have your bad health habits, I think.
Could be.
Our cats were fighting at the back window, 8-foot drop. My husband, trying to stop the cat fight, fell out the window and the glass broke. Luckily, he didn't really hurt himself.
Wow.
Lucky. Why, did I mention that? Did I say jerk today? I don't know about that.
I don't know what that is.
Danny, good luck with the medical device.
Thank you. Medical device. That's good terms.
We're both the boys in blue today. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. See on my shirt, I got little stars. They look like stars from a distance, like the sky.
I don't know what this is. This is ridiculous. I love how people think they know something. I'm not saying you know for sure. This is so untrue. The guy we call Juicy, the bald guy at the store, does he get mad when you're at the record store filming and he can't play his jazz? He wants me to film there. You know how many times I'm there? He says, why don't you do a live stream from the store? Do a live stream from the store. And I'm like, no, not today. And the other day I did. And I said, but if I do it, I can't have any music in the background, copyright and all that. And he says, oh, that's okay. And he eagerly shuts the music off willingly. I know you were just asking. You weren't accusing. You were just asking. But having no hair does not bother me at all. No loss at all. Well, it's one thing. If you lose your hair in your 60s or 70s, that's one thing. If you lose it in your 20s, that's another thing. Sorry, that's one of my personal funny things that I love. We laugh at.
Some guys just shave it off. I see
that's terrible. That's terrible.
I see it on the news. I don't know which one of the major channels there. They have a woman, no hair. She's very.
Look, if you're a man, and you decide you're a young man, you're a kid, even, and you decide, or teenager, I'm going to shave my head. That's pathetic in my opinion. It's my opinion. It's just only my opinion, because that's the years when you have hair.
They don't care. That's why they shave it off. You are dumb. I can't believe
I'm not dumb. I'm not dumb at all. What's dumb is shaving your head when you're young, and also, what the hell? You're going to lose it fast enough when you get older, right, Danny?
When you have no hair, you don't have to comb it, do all kinds of shit.
Sorry. There's plenty. Shut up. There's plenty of time for that when you're older. Don't waste it. Don't enjoy your hair while you have it. I can't stand these guys, the young guys. They go over and buzz their hair. Give me the buzz. Give me like all the way down to the buzz. Ridiculous.
Yeah, that's what they want. That's what they want.
I don't care what they want. Do you care what I want? How many times? This is what gets me with this guy. He'll say that's what they want when he wants to defend somebody. But try to tell somebody like Pablo that he's collecting a lot of Paul McCartney albums, variants. I can't say to Danny, well, that's what Pablo wants. That's what he wants.
I think it's completely different.
Of course you think it's different.
You only need one album. That's all you need. Those colors don't mean anything.
That's your opinion, Danny. That is your opinion.
They're like children, man. They're like, oh, I want red, yellow, gold, green. Come on, man. You're
That's
making
your opinion. And it's also, I can't stand when dummies out there say, you grow up, be an adult. Always be a child. Always be childlike. Always have your sense of wonder and your sense of youth. Don't ever allow age to get to you. Don't ever do that. Right, Danny, you old fart?
Right. You don't need all that crap. You'll find out you don't need all that shit.
And he still goes on. All right.
That's my opinion.
Yeah, right. That's a stupid comment too, because I've also found out that I don't need it all, but I enjoyed it from birth to 64. So I had all those years of enjoyment. Now I changed my mind a little bit, and I don't need as much. But that I'm not going to deny myself the pleasure in my youth.
You're still buying records.
Absolutely. So
You ain't
what?
got
But again, moron, still buying records, but I'm buying like tons less than I used to. Tons less than I used to.
unbelievable, man.
Unbelievable. You're just looking to come up with stuff to say
No, I ain't.
to be outrageous.
No, I'm not.
Trying to be funny, trying to have us going against each other. Anyway, I'm happy that my genes mean I'll have hair for a long time. There you go.
That's Sam. That's Sam there.
Oh yeah, by the way, Sam, thanks for joining us, I should say.
Hi, Sam.
And Sam, you got to get those watch hours up by February. And I'm telling you, the way to do it, that's how I got my watch hours up on this channel. This channel does not get a lot of views, but however, when I started doing these with Danny, this is how I got my watch hours. I got even though it took a long time overall. I got 14. I think it's 14,000 right now. Watch hours, something around there, and it's from doing the live streams. I don't know if it'll work for you. Depends on your audience. That under the skin procedure sounds questionable.
No. I'm not afraid. Mellow fellow, come on. I'm going to try it. If it works, fine. First, they're going to strap it to me. They're going to tape it to me. I can't take a shower for a week. They're going to try it like that. If it works, and it does what it's supposed to do, I have it implanted. I'm not worried about it. I had heart surgery in my life. There's nothing to be afraid of. Nothing. I'm not worried about that.
More bald men than ever. Yeah.
Can't be afraid.
Yeah, you should be afraid. Don't do that.
No,
Don't do that.
I'm not afraid.
Don't do that to yourself.
Oh, Chauncey, what's up, dude?
Chauncey, what's going on?
Stop.
Pablo has the most expensive vinyl collection in Western Europe. And by the way, this is out of nowhere. We were talking about movies. I may go today to see a Spider-Man movie. I really hated the last one. I think it was the last one. There might have been another one, but I hated that one with the multiverse with all the different Spider-Man characters. Oh, I hated that. Oh boy, did I hate that.
He says, "I'm not going to go see it. I heard it sucks." Now he's going to go see it.
Here we go again. This is him again trying to do shtick. The truth of the matter is, hey! The truth of the matter, idiot, is I didn't hear that at all. What I heard is that it's great. Everybody says it's great, and not only did I hear that it was great, people were telling me that you'd like it, Joe, because it's more. I think it's more for you this time. It's more like the old Spider-Man from the old days. That's why I'm going to see it. So I can't stand it. Stupid. And if you want to know why did I yell at this guy, because he's a jerk. There's the word. You got your word that you want.
Joe's got a lot of money these days. He's going to see movies up the ass.
Yeah, I got a lot of money. More shtick he's doing. Now, of course, I don't have a lot of money, but the thing is, life is meant to be enjoyed.
Oh,
okay.
Wait a minute.
Home, I'm off. I don't work. I'm retired. I can go to matinees. When I'm not crowded. Yes, this is what life is about. You want to sit on that couch and have your dogs lick your face all day, and that's all you want to do with your life. That's your business. By the way, I sent him a notice of a guy that got a disease from his dog. He lost his nose and he lost other parts of his body because the dog gave him a disease by licking him.
You know what, Joe? You are dumb. I come to that shit that you watch is all fake baloney bullshit.
Some of it is. Some of it, right? A lot of it is. A lot of it is.
I got dogs for years and years.
First of all, that's another thing. Yeah, go ahead. I got dogs. I love these people that use that as a defense. Some people, hey, you know what? I've got PayPal. I've used PayPal for years and years. I've never had a problem. I've never gotten ripped off. Then one day they get ripped off. What does the fact that so far you've been very lucky up to this point mean that you're not going to have a problem later? I love people with that mentality. You hold that. This is the mentality that people use. I've done X, Y, or Z for X amount of years, and I've never had a problem. That doesn't mean that other people haven't had one, and it doesn't mean you may have one when your luck runs out. I've never been. I was never burglarized. I've been around for X amount of years. I've never been burglarized.
First of all, we're not talking about PayPal. We're talking about friggin' dogs. Okay. I had
Dogs
dogs.
carry diseases. Yeah.
I had dogs for years and years, and I can't even count. We probably had.
And he continues to do it. You wonder why I lose my cool with this man? He continues to do it. After I just explain how stupid and fruitless it is to say, oh, nothing ever happened up to now. That doesn't mean anything. You know what? It doesn't mean anything. Oh, I've used my credit card for years. I've never been scammed. So one day you may be. What does that got to do with anything?
Oh, Joe, I don't worry about things like that, getting an infection and stuff like that. I don't worry about stuff
Obviously.
like that. You know. So you better watch.
Obviously. That's why
Yeah,
your kidneys are the way they are, obviously.
you gotta watch because you go out astray. After having spaghetti, Marcus, you're listening. After having spaghetti all these years, you want a little rice. Okay, when you go after a little rice, that rice might have arsenic in it. You might get a disease from a woman. Who the fuck knows?
That's
You know
true.
what I mean?
That's true.
I'm not worried about my
How about
dog.
that? You just did a good example there with that too. What if somebody goes around to prostitutes all the time and say, you could get a venereal disease? They go, oh, you know how many years I've been doing this? How many women I never had it before? That's stupid thinking, man.
You don't do shit like that in the first place. Anyway,
Why do I have to waste my time outwitting morons?
and make sure when you go see this new what's it Spider-Man movie,
Yeah,
right? Make sure you buy another brownie, okay?
I don't have brownie. I don't eat at the movie theaters. Never do. I mean, I'm not going to say I never did in my life in 60 years, but I don't. That's not my MO. I don't eat during the movies. Come on. Again, let me try to throw in the brownie. The thing I took. Oh God, man. The thing with the brownie at the other movie theater, that you don't even know what that is. That's not a regular movie theater, stupid. That's the special independent arts theater that I go to. Okay. And I'm going to be gone. I go there at 4:00 and I'm not going to be home till like 10 or 11 o'clock. It's a long thing. And I'm not going to eat dinner. I'm going to have any dinner. So I have to find something there. Totally different scenario. Totally different. Don't let that stop you though from wanting to do shtick.
No, that's shtick. This is a real conversation.
Yeah, McCartney's trying everything to try to, just to get publicity. I understand that. Pipe down, Danny. I refute your opinion.
Hey, Apollo, the rich one.
I'm going to buy hundreds more to annoy you, Danny.
I believe it. I actually believe it. You look like a king. Your avatar.
Okay. Richie Blackmore played a song with Deep Purple last night.
Oh, really? Terry Carter? Yeah. He originally played with Deep Purple, back in the day. Yeah.
I think that's the point. Anyway, that's a point.
I'm not even talking to you.
You're an idiot. I can't help it. Every show I got to call him these names because he is. It's impossible to deal with this man. Are you still thinning out your vinyl collection? The answer is I still want to. I still have the intent to, but I haven't physically done it yet.
No, in fact, he's buying more star power. He's buying more.
Here he goes again.
More.
The desperate desire to do shtick. Anybody watching this show, I just got them telling you I bought so much. I'm buying so much less vinyl.
Multi-copy 45s too.
And what I'm buying is 45s, and I'm buying albums. This guy's an idiot, man. But, what are you going to do? I got to put up with this at least once a week. Sometimes we do 2 shows.
He don't even play this stuff. That's what's sad. He doesn't put it on the turntable.
Sometimes I do. Sometimes I do.
No, you never do. Don't bullshit.
Don't tell me I never do when sometimes I do. Don't you tell me what I do or don't do when you're lying, okay? Sometimes I do. Most of the time I don't because of the apartment situation. But sometimes I do. And also, I've told you this before, it doesn't matter whether you play some of it or not. Some of it is for collecting purposes. Just like with comic books these days. People these days get comic books. They're in those plastic holders. They're like fastened and sealed in there. And they have it as an art piece. Okay? And they don't read the comic. They just collect it like that in the plastic. So, Danny, you don't know what you're talking about, as usual.
What you gotta do instead of framing that shit, have family portraits up there. Your nephews, you and your girlfriend, instead of fucking Beatles shit or whatever crap.
He's trying to do. He's trying to do more shtick. Where does he pull this out from? His ass crack? Where does he pull this out from? Now you're not supposed to have this. You gotta have pictures of your girlfriend, pictures of your family. First of all, stupid man again. In the living room where we live, I have all kinds of pictures of my nephews, my mother, my grandmother, my sister. So try to rest a little bit with this desperate need to try to get him on something. So stupid.
You remember when you people out there when you were young, you were 16, 17, you put posters on your walls and stuff like that, and then eventually you grew out of it. No more posters. You put other things on the wall.
Yeah, now you just put pictures of a fucking train on your wall. What an idiot.
Beautiful. People love it.
With him, beautiful. Well, mine's beautiful.
That painting in the background,
you turd.
That painting in the background is valuable. I hate to tell you that's the red caboose. That's very
so it's
valuable.
about valuable. So in other words, then if that's valuable, so it's okay then to buy records that are valuable, right? And don't touch them, right? Was that? Would you agree?
That painting is worth $7,000.
Yeah. Okay. Like I said, so by your let's stick to. Let me gotcha. Okay. So by that token, so then it's okay to have records that are valuable and keep them and preserve them, right?
No, you don't need that shit. Look! I went to the doctor the other day. $55. Yesterday, $25. Now I have to go to a spine doctor. Maybe another $50. And then who knows with the procedure? Another $300-400.
You should stop being annoying to me.
You gotta have money for other things as you get older. I'm 70 years old. I don't need all that crap anymore. I got enough shit.
You are the stupidest man. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. But I'm not. What you want me to do, and what you want everybody to do, or people when they're younger don't spend that money either.
It's a temporary high when you get something new.
So what?
When a UPS guy comes to the door, it's a temporary high, and then what
have another cigarette.
What happens is that high goes away, and then you look forward for something else.
Whatever. Speak for yourself, Danny. Speak for yourself,
man.
Speak for yourself, Danny.
OCD.
And I'll tell you this much, idiot. It's a lot better if that is somebody's high. It's a lot better than smoking cigarettes to get their high and get their satisfaction and their anxiety relieved. A lot better than and all you do is smoke, you loser.
You know what? Instead of buying all those records and shit, you should get your crown put on your tooth before it cracks. And you wasted $2,300.
I got that. First of all, I haven't spent $2,300 on it. He's not getting the rest of it. That guy. He's not getting the rest of it.
Wait a minute. I don't want to say anything, but
you're saying a lot already. First of all, I'm gonna have the money, okay, and they're gonna get it my way, my pace. They're gonna get it my pace. I'll siphon off $50 a month to you, or $100.
No, don't do business with Joe because you get $10 a month for the next 25 years.
Yep.
Don't do no business with Joe.
Yeah. YouTube just dropped 3 or 4 hours, so now I'm down 21 hours. They are definitely holding back. I don't understand that. YouTube just dropped 3 or 4 hours. I'm a little mixed up with that. I don't know what this is. 3,000 hours from me.
It's ridiculous because YouTube wants to save money, so they're jerking the people off. That's what they're doing.
You got to understand, like when Mark says this is classic Joe and Danny, I'm realizing that people want this too. When I blow up, at the beginning I say I'm not going to blow up. I mean, I'm letting myself go because people do enjoy this.
And you know something? We do it over the phone.
Not really.
Yeah, really. I say something. Yeah, you go off the wall, man. Come on.
Well, because you're stupid. Yes, stupidity. Look, there's an old saying. You're saying, I don't suffer fools gladly. That's me. And you'll get on and you'll talk about stuff that I've told you 119 times. And you'll come back and say it like you never heard me say it. And you keep on regurgitating it. And that makes me go crazy.
No, that's not true. You just don't want.
Of course it's true. Of course, it's true. Yeah, take them to the movies. Yeah, and pay for them too, I guess, because you don't want to spend any money.
Swing by and pick up Danny. That's so funny. Hey, it's possible. Yeah, we ain't that
Yeah,
far away.
I hate CGI. I don't mind CGI when they got to use it, which they really, actually, they don't really have to ever use it because where was CGI? 1920s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. You know, so obviously they don't have to use CGI for anything. But
Yeah.
I'll accept it. I'll accept it in some cases. But when they overdo it, which I know it's going to be CGI City. I know it's going to be CGI City. I expect that already.
It doesn't even look real. I mean, you know.
Where do you ever see the movie anyway? You don't go to the movies. How do you know it doesn't look real? When do you go to the movies?
I see a couple of attractions to other movies there. First of all, I don't like Superman, Batman, Spider-Man, none of those Marvel, whatever you call them, comic characters there. I'm not into Transformers. I'm not into none of that
No,
stuff.
you're into the Wizard of Oz with the Cowardly Lion and the Tin Man
I
and the Scarecrow.
I like movies about we call it adultery,
Reality.
adultery, and all those thrillers, drama, crime, drama, stuff like that.
Adultery, huh? That's interesting. That says a lot about you. Adultery, huh, Danny?
I watch movies that deceit, movies that things that could really happen. Not no fucking Spider Woman, Spider Man. That's all bullshit.
It's sad to me that you have no sense of wonder at all. No imagination.
No fiction. I'm not interested. I want real life stories. Things
You
that
don't
could
have any imagination, huh, Danny?
I watch romance. I love romance movies and stuff like that. And movies where happy end.
You love romance movies? Maybe I should start calling you Danielle instead of Danny.
It doesn't matter. There's plenty of people out there like romance.
Yeah, okay. Well, I know my girlfriend. I know.
You need romance in your life.
Yeah. I'm not saying about romance in your life, but I don't need to sit there and watch romance when I could be watching Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You know what I mean? And you know you like that stuff. So all these years I've been making video, I only two have views in the thousands, but I don't care. Well, if you don't care, you don't care, because if you did care, you try harder to do more. And it's like, you know, I think a lot of people say that because they kind of con themselves, Sasha. You know, it's like they realize they can't do more, so they're not getting anywhere. So they're like, I don't mind. Like people that can't get monetized, they're like, oh, I'm fine with that. I don't care.
They do it for fun.
Well, fun is the number one thing. The reason I do it, believe it or not, is for fun. This is for fun. Believe it or not.
Don't even let YouTube aggravate you with all this shit, because they change all the time. They're looking to save money. That's why they're cutting people out. Look what they did to Larry Graves. They cut him right off. And that guy had a great channel. You know what I mean? Not right.
What do you mean had? He still has it.
Yeah, you got it back after fighting. Yeah, Larry Graves.
Yeah, but you don't know the whole situation. But
no, I don't know the whole situation. You know what I mean? But it's a lot of bullshit.
Oh, I'm sure there's more chance of catching a disease on a crowded train than from a dog. I'm sure. Oh, I'm sure. No doubt about it.
My dogs like my mouth and everything else like that. Never got sick from. In fact, if you have a wound, if you have a cut or something.
And see, here we go again. By the way, hold on with that. Here we go again. He's still regurgitating it. I just got them telling you that it's no excuse to ever say about anything. I've been doing it for such amount of years and nothing ever happened. That's not an answer. But finish about telling us how the dog licking your wounds is good antiseptic and all that.
You see, first of all, Joe watches too much crap on the side. And then he sends me that shit, which I didn't even read it because I'm not interested. You know about the alligator.
Of course, I show you all the things about money. How the experts say it's better to rent.
I don't want to hear it. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. I'm going to block you first of all.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, dog saliva is medicated. If you have a cut, and
medicated.
If they lick your wound, you'll be shocked how fast that wound heals.
Yeah.
You know.
I hope you have a wound on your pecker then.
Come on, Joe. This is a family show. Come on. You know what I mean? We got ladies here.
Yeah.
What the hell is that last word there, Mark Taylor?
Yeah. Proud to have been a viewer of the Joe and Danny show since the pilot episode was broadcast in what, 2023? Oh, I don't remember when it was.
Wow, that long ago already? Yeah, all my old shows are gone, man. All my classic moments are gone. He just fucking erased them all.
Yeah. Less aggravation for me then. Thank you, David, for your generosity. And look at David here, what he's doing. Can anybody out there, please? Let's see somebody else join David. I really appreciate this. But
wait a minute.
What?
I heard he was on another show of yours. I heard that you are now cancer free. I am so happy for you. God bless you. Keep up the fight. You know what I mean? I mean, be positive. You don't have to fight no more because you're cancer free. Just be positive. Don't think about nothing, but enjoy life.
Yes, absolutely. I second that. And we already, and he mentioned that here too.
There's a lot of cancers out there that are very curable. They're not all deadly.
And anyway, as I was saying, so thank you for this. I always appreciate it, but I always feel bad that it's the same people that pony up. You know, I mean, I appreciate it, and I it's not required, but it's desired, and it helps. You know, it's a lot of work, especially dealing with this nut. Yeah, he did that already. Yeah, yeah. This is quality viewing. I look forward. You know what? You know what's funny, Danny? There's people like they go around tour. They do, like whoever it is. Like I'm trying to think of people that are on TV and they go together, like Penn and Teller or that's old people. But all right, people like Gutfeld or whatever. Those people that are on Gutfeld, like you know, they go out and they go around together.
Yeah.
I could see us doing that.
I can see your dressing room full of brownies.
Danny, you know, I never really thought of it, but I swear to God, you know, I mean, we're not popular, like we're not famous or anything. But if we were, that would be what we got to do is show up at like, you know, the Coliseum and sit down, you get a stool, you know, or whatever. And you sit down, you got the microphone, hello everybody, right? We start talking, let's have a conversation. And we take questions from the audience too. It's like you and I have conversations. And you know, I'm gonna be ripping you a new one. We're gonna have arguments about it, and it won't be faking either. I'll be and then we say now questions from the audience. I say, what do you think of collecting vinyl, Danny? And you say, I think you should only have one kind. I'm like, here he goes again, guys. Here he is again, you idiot, and stuff like that. It would be great.
Yeah, I know, but that's what I actually believe. You need one copy. That's all you need. Why give your money away to other people and stuff like that? You use it for yourself. Buy a new couch.
Look, wait. It's first of all, it's about what you want to make you happy, individual happy. And the second thing is when you start getting into that territory that's really annoying, when you start saying, why do you want to make somebody else rich? I never in my entire life, you know, when I buy this movie, I don't give a damn who profits off it. I just care that I have the movie. Do you think I really give a shit that somebody else is making money off it? Who cares? Well, you're gonna see 38 Special. Why make people rich, Danny? Why go and make people rich?
Wait a minute. This is entertainment. This is something to do.
Look at his answer. Whoa, hold it. His answer, you heard it. It's entertainment. This is an entertainment. I don't have the records handy with me. I had the records. I moved them. The records are an entertainment. You're telling me this is an entertainment? What the hell's wrong with you, man? What the hell is wrong with you? I got to free you.
Wait a minute. This is Joe, okay? This is Joe. But let me finish, okay? He'll say, yeah, I got this DVD. I think I'm going to upgrade to Blu-ray, okay? And then you go out, you buy the Blu-ray, okay? And then you go on the movie chat, and Tom says, you show the movie, and Tom says, yeah, I got a Criterion of this movie here, which has more features and stuff like that.
Right.
This has that. And then you'll go out and you buy it again because he's got a better copy than you do.
Wait a minute. I don't go out and buy it because Tom's got a better copy than I got. What's wrong with you? As a collector, yes, if I like a movie, this one here, for example, I will go out and buy it. I have this already. I have this already. It's the third time I'm buying it because they got it. It's the whole bloody affair. It's the whole thing with the uncut stuff and this and that. Okay, yes, and I'm happy and I have fun and I'm enjoying myself. What the hell is it to you if somebody else is enjoying themselves and wants to spend their money? Meanwhile, you're spending money on cancer sticks, coffin nails, cigarettes. How do you even open your mouth and criticize anybody else what you living on cigarettes?
One of those movie chats, Tom was saying, yeah, I got 8 copies of this movie here. I forgot the name of the movie. Why do you need 8 copies, though?
This guy's totally lost. Why do you need to smoke cigarettes?
That's an addiction. Nicotine is an addiction.
Well, first of all, could you say you said yourself it was a dopamine hit buying new things. It's like an addiction. So can I use the same thing? If you want to say it's addiction, it's an addiction to go out and buy all this stuff. Is it an addiction? Can I use that excuse?
A person don't need 8 copies or 3 copies of anything.
Don't tell anybody what they need. Don't you ever tell anybody what they need or what they want or what they should have and what they shouldn't buy. It's none of your goddamn business.
I'm telling you my opinion. I'm not saying everybody out there, you only buy 1 copy. Don't buy 3 copies. I'm not doing that. This is my opinion. I'm not telling anybody what to say.
You don't. You're doing it again. You're doing it again. You're doing it again. You're doing it again. You're not just giving your opinion. You're saying you don't need that. You don't need 3 copies. That's not me saying. For me personally, I don't feel I need 3 copies. You're looking at Tom and you're looking at me and you're saying you guys don't need all that. You are judging other people, telling them what and what not to do.
No. You buy. You got 10 variants. Okay, you put one on a turntable. Okay, you pick out a color green. Okay. Oh, next week I want to play the yellow. I want to play the gold. What's all that crap mean? Not.
He's kidding. He understands it. He understands it.
You wasted $40 on a copy.
And I say, what do? You wake up every morning and say, today I'll have a coffin nail. What is that about? And how much money do you spend? How much money do you spend on cigarettes to kill yourself? How much do you spend on that, Dan?
Me and Robin has cut down because with Ozempic, that curbs are smoking.
Ozempic is bad also. Don't get me started on that crap.
I'm talking about how it curbs appetite and smoking, So I cut down along with her. I don't smoke that much, maybe not even a half a pack a day. Less than half a pack a day.
It doesn't matter. You know how many cigarettes I had in my life? In 6 years, 6 years, 6 years and 4 months of life, 0. That's how many I've had.
Now I can go to a concert, 3-4 hour concert if it's that long, and never think about a cigarette. I'm not gonna. Some people,
I could stop smoking. I could quit anytime I want, right, Danny? A minute ago, you said it was an addiction. A moment ago. Now you're saying I could stop whenever I want. Back to that. I didn't even think about a cigarette.
I didn't say I could stop. I said I cannot smoke for a long period of time and be okay.
So you can stop.
No, you can't stop.
Well, you said it was an addiction or what? You can't stop now. Look at how many things I'm getting him on, Catch. He's so not smart. Now you say you can't stop. Then, folks, how many of you out there used to smoke and have quit? You can't stop. You can stop. People have stopped. You can stop if you want. So don't give me. And he just got done saying me and Robin, I've been cutting back lately. So he does want to stop, and he is trying to stop. People, I got you, Danny. There's no way you can have a discussion with me and get one up on me. Ever. And Marcus is listening.
No.
He knows it. He knows it too.
I'm just saying that.
Boom, one after the other.
I'm just saying I can go a period of time without.
All right, you can go a period of time. All right. Well, let's get on another subject here, but we're going to come back to this. What makes The Wizard of Oz your favorite movie? The nostalgia or the story?
The story.
Everything about it.
I should say that too. Yeah. Not so much because it's old, that movie I watch more than any other movie that ever came out. I watch it at least once a year. So They say, okay, I'm 70 years old. Okay, so the first 5 years of my life, I don't know if I've seen it or not. So for the last, I'll say 60 years, okay, every year I've seen the Wizard of Oz 60 times. What's that?
Most bald men still carry a comb. They can't part with it. Yeah, with no teeth in the comb.
I don't carry a comb, not at all.
Danny, when I saw Jurassic Park in '93 with my dad, when it ended, the first thing he said was, "Well, that could never happen." Oh man, there's people that don't have any sense of imagination or wonder. It's amazing.
Yeah, I wasn't crazy about Jurassic Park.
I have no plan to see the end of Oak Street.
And the Oak Street, don't know what that is.
Oh no, you shouldn't let a dog lick your wounds. Bacteria in their mouth.
Oh,
David says.
David. There's bacteria all over. You know what the problem is today with the kids today? Their parents buy them antibacterial soap. Okay. I played in mud when I was small. I lived in New York City. I went in the garbage cans. I did all kinds of shit in New York and never got sick. With these antibacterial soaps that kids are using today, in fact, you don't even see too many commercials for that anyway, because you're killing the good germs along with the bad germs.
Well, you were a child then. Your immunity was better.
We got bugs that are in the skin that are eating all the dead cells as we speak. They're microscopic. You can't see them.
And as David rightly says, yes, dog saliva is medicated for them, for their use.
No, I got an injury. My dog will come over and start licking and licking and licking. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah. And the wound heals fast. I never got an infection in my life. Never.
Can you explain to me why someone's sitting in the car by himself with a mask on? Why?
Well, it's just more convenient to leave it on instead of just take it off. Don't bother.
Breathing in your own carbon dioxide or monoxide or whatever it is. I'm sorry. Breathing it in is not good for you. I know that. And also, it's funny. I can't believe that here we are in 2026. And yesterday when I went to see Ice Cream Man, there were only 3 other people in the theater. It was 11 o'clock in the morning on first of all, it's not a movie anybody wants to see. And it's anyway, and it was 11 o'clock in the morning on a Wednesday. So anyway, we go in there and there's 3 other people. And when the movie's over, the 2 people in the front get up and turn around. The girl's got a mask on.
No.
She's sitting there in a movie theater with a mask on with her friend or boyfriend or whatever. I mean, maybe there's another reason. Maybe she's got some kind of immune disease or something. I don't know.
First of all, yeah, it could have some kind of disease, and she has to watch out. First of all, a lot of people don't use a mask correctly. Okay, they have it here, but they have their nose exposed. Okay, even when you got everything covered, your eye is an excellent an excellent port for fucking disease.
Danny is right about that. He's right about that.
I should have been a fucking doctor or a gynecologist, one of the two.
But anyway, some people say though that the mask is supposed to be so that you don't infect anybody more than you. It's not so much your protection; it's for you not infecting people.
Right. But
hello to Eric, by the way. Now this is interesting, but who knows? Happy birthday to me! I really enjoy your channel, Joe and Danny Show, Record Store, Anthony Rants, etc., etc. It would mean so much if you could wish me a happy birthday.
We ain't gonna do it. We ain't doing it.
Why?
Happy birthday.
Yeah, it doesn't look so suspect, this thing. So I'll say have a happy birthday.
Yeah.
And let's see what happens. Happy birthday. Let's see what's going on here.
It's nice to have strangers.
Well, I want more people, different people as well. Thank you, guys. I'm really blessed.
We thank you, David, for being here, too. Because you always
got to take the show on the road. We got to take the show on the road.
You've always been a good commenter.
I used to love it when Danny was proposing vigilantes to combat crime and Joe had to cut him off. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I
I'm,
agree with that, but you can't say it, but I agree with that. Things have gotten so out of hand. Did you
I'm
see the video? I'm not going to talk too much about this, about the guy that was walking down the street ranting and raving to himself and recording himself. Then he pops a woman in the head, and then she falls down. And while she's laying there, he keeps pummeling her over and over. Then he chases a second girl out to the street. Well, let's put it this way: not all of you have seen it. Why? Because they're keeping it off a lot of the mainstream channels.
Yeah, I was so Robin. Hon, if I had 3 months or 6 months to live, I would become a vigilante.
All right,
But
we're done. That's enough.
but against animal abusers.
Oh, get out of here with that.
Yeah, I'm deadly serious.
No,
So
well, that's crazy,
why-
people. I mean, the thing is, the thing. So you have no problem with that video, seeing that poor woman get pummeled, but but if it was a dog, that'd be really the end of it for you. I mean, don't get me wrong, that would be horrible too. It'd be just as horrible to see an animal get abused. But anyway, Eric Idle, John Cleese, etc. You guys would be good at that. Yeah. I recently heard someone say cash grab, and Joe's voice immediately pipes up in my mind in protest. Well, here's the thing about that. I've changed my position on it. It is a cash grab. It is. That's not the question. It is a cash grab. What I'm saying is that it's always been cash grabs. Trying to make money, trying to put things out there, trying to grab your cash, trying to make money is what life's been about since the beginning of the dawn of man. People want to make, whatever it is, that's what it is.
Right.
So I don't understand,
Companies want to make money. The only good thing is they're not putting a gun to your head.
That's the other thing. See, Danny's don't really make sense. That's the other thing too. Nobody's forcing you to do it.
You don't have to buy it. You don't have to.
I've uploaded some Laurel and Hardy movies. Oh, Danny loves Laurel and Hardy. Did you see this? Did you see the scene when they got with the truck, when they moved the truck and the dump truck went in all the dirt?
Yeah.
That you liked, right?
Yeah, I liked it, but it's not my favorite characters.
I've upgraded some Laurel and Hardy movies. First, I had Super 8, then VHS, then DVD. Now they have Blu-rays for previously unknown sources. Looking better than ever.
There you go. The guy's gonna buy him. Eric's gonna buy him 10 times.
But you happen to be, Danny, you're always wrong in this because it's up to the individual, okay? But especially when it comes to Laurel and Hardy, they never had good source material for the films. They always look poor and weak and bad and messed up from the beginning. They never look good until recently. So this time it pays to upgrade because they never look good enough. They finally got them looking really like it was made yesterday. So that's different. They're not the same. See this? Kenny says, late to the show, Joe, you're killing me already. I love it. People laugh. They find this funny. Hey, everybody out there, why don't you help us out a little bit? Help me out because Danny doesn't get any money. This went up. And also subscribe. Anybody out there listening to me now who's not subscribed to this channel, Mayo Loves Mondays, please do so. I'm only like 50 people away from 1,000. And I realize saying this is a risk because you're going to get some people out there that say, you know what, sick people out there, you know what, I'm not going to help this guy out. I'm going to unsubscribe. Whatever. I'll get there. Believe me, I'll get there. But the thing is, it would be nice. So also think about helping the channel, every once in a while. And all my channels. This helps. This goes for all my channels. I know a YouTuber that bought 20 copies of the film Abigail because he wants to have backups in case of faulty discs. 20 is a bit much. Well, absolutely. It seems like a bit much, but then again, up to, I don't think you're going to need 20 for backup. 2 or 3, maybe. But the thing is, it's still up to the person. It's up to him what he wants to do with his money. My mom was the coolest. She took me to see Terminator 2 when I was 10, which means you were born roughly in 81. If you were hitting the discos and clubs in the 80s and 90s, Joe, you had plenty, not to mention the smoke machine on the dance floor. Well, yeah, but you can't. I've said this before, man. That's a stupid thing to say because I've told you this many times before. I guess technically, yeah, I've had plenty. It's secondhand smoke. But the thing is, it's up to the individual whether they're going to deliberately and knowingly do. You can't help. I got news for you, Cherry Carter. If you go outside in the world, you're going to be breathing stuff. You're going to be breathing stuff from buildings and trucks and cars, exhaust. So obviously you can't help that. Okay. And also I'll go a step better. I lived with my family when I was a child. My mother smoked. I lived with my mother who smoked. My grandmother and grandfather each smoked. And I had an old uncle living with us who smoked. So I had all that smoke in the house when I was growing up, so. And then my mother, when we moved, and my mother remarried, and she moved, and she was the only smoker in the house, but she still smoked. So yeah, there was smoke in me till I got on my own. Yeah. So what can I tell you? But
Yeah.
I certainly won't deliberately put it in there.
If you live in a city, you're screwed. You're breathing in tons of carbon monoxide from automobiles. Especially like New York, when you have gridlock, all those tens of thousands of cars. What's coming out of that pipe is carbon monoxide, poison from burnt fuel.
Sure.
They ain't good for you. You got to move to the country, and then
I'll
you have
never go there. I want to go with his life. I'm sorry.
And you know what? I tell you what. These smoking these fires from Canada and all over coming into leaving all these particles in the air.
Yeah, but you can't do nothing about that.
You can't do nothing, but you try to stay healthy, but the smoke is killing you. Okay?
But this is, are we done?
I don't know what's going on in Canada. Put the fucking fires out. Jesus Christ.
Anyway, it's nice to see Marcus actually admit that I'm getting some points on you today.
There's no points. Marcus, there's no points. It's just my opinion, okay?
Oh, my mom said she'd prefer to watch porn than violent films. She said that's just people being really nice with each other. That's a
nice mama.
Off to work. All right, Eric. Enjoy your work.
Take care, Eric.
Danny, tell everyone they don't need to buy all these variances. They need to.
No. This is my opinion, okay?
Then stop looking at Tom and saying you don't need to buy all those. Or Pablo, you don't need to buy all those. You're telling him he doesn't need to.
If you see what's going on in the economy, okay, everything got much more expensive. Everything. I mean, very expensive. Inflation.
We've been through this a million times too on this channel. It's been going on since I was a child. Prices go up.
No. No, you're blind. You're blind.
I'm not blind at all. I go shopping. I know how much it costs.
Yeah. Okay.
And I remember saying the same thing, 10 years ago, 15 years ago.
So a little jar of Miracle Whip, 4 ounces, $7. You don't see something wrong with that?
And a little jar of Miracle Whip 12 years ago would be $4, and I would think that was crazy. Don't tell me no. You're not in my goddamn head, okay? Don't tell me what I thought or what I saw. It was just as outrageous in 1985 as it is now for its time. Okay, and that's it. You can't tell me no. Okay, I lived it. I know it. I said, my God, how much do they want for this?
Things are bad now. Things are very bad.
Things, and in other ways they're better. Okay.
No. You talk to other people instead of yelling, making me look like a jerk. You talk to.
I don't have to make you look like a jerk. You are. And to think that we love each other. Well, he doesn't love me.
I don't love you.
He doesn't love me anymore. No.
I love Marcus. Marcus is my main man.
I'll bet you do. Oh yeah.
Marcus, my buddy, sticks to my side all the time. A city guy, street smart.
Yeah, right. I'm the one that talks street smart. A little bit of fabric, not stopping anything anyhow, but regardless, it was etc. Very good, a little political there. Still not used to the new day, Robert P. Good morning.
Good morning, Robert P. What's wrong with the new day? Talk to me, Robert P.
There you go. Happy birthday, see? And if my voice is in Daniel Bean's head, that's concerning. You should have my voice in your head. If you had my voice in your head more, Marcus, you'd learn a lot. You'd learn a lot. There you go. See, the true joy to finally get nice prints of Laurel and Hardy.
I see it on TV on Saturday. The picture looks beautiful. I don't understand.
Hey, stupid. Hey, stupid. Again, stupid, stupid, stupid. It looks good because they're using the new prints we're talking about, dummy. Oh, I hear the way I talk. I don't want to do this, but people are loving it. People love it. They say, I love this. I love it.
So all you gotta do is get a recording device and stick it, plug it into your TV, and you can record all that shit for free.
When I need advice from you, I will ask for it.
That guy looked nasty too.
Yeah, then he get a new camera. He looks clear. No, he just put the light on for a change.
No, it's a little bit more light, you know.
Yeah, because he doesn't use enough light.
This computer's from 2012. This computer got me hooked up with my wife. Well, I knew her before. I knew her since she's 17. You know, she's 13 years younger than me. But this computer got us.
You know what I mean? So she was 17, and you were 13 years older than her.
No, I didn't go out with her when she was 17. I went out with her in her 40s.
Oh, I see. Because you know what happens? You know, when you're 17 and 11 months old, it's not good. But when you turn 18, that 1 month, boy, that makes a difference. all of a sudden you mature like 1 month.
Yeah, 15 will get you 20. Remember that out there.
Well, look at me, man. I like them. I've always liked them old, man. I love women 40 to like 70. That's the age. Right. That's the age group I like. And some women as I get older are not bad when they're 70 either. Let me tell you.
Right.
You could have these little children. I have no interest in, like, when I say children, I don't mean literally children. I mean, like, you know, teenagers, you know, 18 and 19 and 20. They don't have the brain in their head, and they don't even know who Boris Karloff is or anything.
Oh, I'm telling you, the shit that this guy comes out with. They don't
can't name the Beatles. They don't even
cares
know
about all that.
There's nothing. They got freaking tattoos and they got freaking things in their nose and things and a ring in their nose on the side and in their lip and in their tongue stud. I have no interest at all. Give me a 55-year-old woman, you know, that doesn't do that stuff, man.
Oh yeah.
There you go. So 2 cigarettes at the same time. Yeah, double the pleasure, right? Double the death.
What was he drunk?
This is funny. The traveling Joe and Danny show would never work because Joe couldn't turn his mic off. Believe me, I could make it work. Yeah, Danny's like, he peters out, man. He gets really tired.
No, it depends on the comments.
Oh, Yorkie Girl's here. Hello, Yorkie Girl. Thank you for joining us, because I know you're not usually here on this show, I don't think. This is the best show I've seen for some time. I'll keep saying that.
Yeah.
Nothing. Third. That's what you meant. I was wondering what you meant by the new day. Nothing wrong with the new day. Thursdays doing the show Thursdays. It just was.
I see. Yeah.
I have the kids on Wednesday, and it gave me a break from the kids for an hour.
They're talking about kids. Don't like kids. You don't like them.
He's doing this for shtick too. He does this for shtick too.
Like about a baby crying in a fucking diner. Unbelievable, man.
You wouldn't like that either. I don't like dogs barking in my ear, and I don't like. I was even watching like a video the other day where this is another whole nother subject, where there's a young woman in the car. She's got a dog in the front seat of her car with her, and the police officer says, "Get out of the vehicle. Get out of the vehicle." Why? I don't do anything. You know how they won't listen these days. And the dog's going, rah, 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 rah. I understand. And don't tell me why the dog is barking, because I understand the dog is upset and protecting his owner. I understand. But I'm like, shut the fuck up. That the whole time. Rah, 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 So they're like, we'll pull you out here. No, no. And the cops they're trying to pull her out and take a seatbelt off, and she's don't go. It's like, shut the hell up. My eardrums are splitting. You know what I mean? And
An animal lover, after a while, you don't even pay it any mind. Just like I lived in I was born in New York City. I lived there 13 years of my life in Manhattan. Okay, 5 o'clock in the morning, you had the friggin' garbage trucks. You always had sirens going and stuff like that. After a while, you just don't hear it anymore. It doesn't bother.
Okay, Danny.
And
Are you done with this point? Keep going. What other point you got? If you make your point,
it makes you interested when the dogs start barking. Why are they barking? Okay?
To bother the shit out of me. That's what it is. I'm not talking about my own dog bark. I'm talking about if it's a guy next door, if it's a guy upstairs, if I'm a police officer trying to talk to a woman or get her out of the truck and the dog's going, yeah. I'm not talking about the owner. Yeah, the woman in the car probably doesn't mind. Although, in all fairness, she kept putting her hand over the mouth, like trying to stop the dog from barking.
Right.
Even she wanted the dog to stop.
Yeah, because the cop was there. But in the evening, you could hear, it's cool. When you hear dogs or a dog barking in the distance, okay, you wonder where they are, how far away they are, because the sound travels very.
You ever upgrade movies just for the new special features? Absolutely, absolutely. If it's a movie that I really love, I want all the features I can get, and that's a cash grab. They do that because they want to make money, but it's my choice. They're not forcing me to buy it.
The commentaries and all, but who really watches that crap?
Well, a person like you with a peanut for a brain, probably not you. But the thing is,
all the movies that I got, I never watched special features and commentaries. It's just a waste of time.
But you don't have a brain, that's why. But the thing is, for people that, if you love The Wizard of Oz, I should think you'd be interested in how it was made, what the actors have to say. I'm talking about what it was like to play the Scarecrow, Ray Bolger, and about Buddy Ebsen's makeup not working as giving him allergies. He couldn't handle the makeup, so they moved on to Jack Haley because Buddy Ebsen couldn't do the Tin Man. This is stuff that you should be interested in if you like the movie.
By the way, we have the last Munchkin here. Joe at 5'6" is the last Munchkin from the Wizard of Oz.
What bullshit? You know what I mean? We're going to talk after this too about this too, because enough is enough. You're an idiot. You are such a fucking idiot.
Oh, it's cool. I just got a natural high from coughing. You get lightheaded and shit like that. Man, that feels. I wish I could feel like that all the time. Wonderful.
Anyway, be that as it may, we have the last living scarecrow without a brain who needs if he only had a brain. This guy over here. All right. Anyway, so I wasn't done. So before I forget, when it comes to the dogs barking, you asked about what's wrong with kids? You hate kids. I don't want kids screaming in my ear either. Okay.
I didn't say you hate kids. I said you don't like kids.
Don't play semantics with me. Okay. All right.
They keep you young. I got 9 grandchildren, and they make you feel young.
Yeah, well, this is true. There is going to be a fest now. We know it for sure. No, there is nothing yet about it announced, but it's already listed. It's listed if you look on the website, Fest for Beatles fans. It says 2027 in New York and 2027 in Chicago. Joe, you are grumpy. I'm concerned. Stupidity always brings out the worst in me. That's why I'm grumpy. And I'm only grumpy when I have somebody like a fool like this. I don't suffer fools gladly. It's as simple as that. Hey, there you go. This show beats any CGI movie. A+ entertainment. Thank you so much, Walkman, for your contribution. Anybody else want to join him? I know. I'm just pissing into the wind when I ask that, but it would be nice.
He's got to buy more records.
Yeah. Still with the third time during the stream where I say that I'm not
45s.
buying. Yeah. Okay, Danny. Yeah, exactly.
Well, I can't blame Joe for buying 45s. I love 45s. I got a couple thousand.
Stop doing stuff. If that's the case, stop saying it just for shtick. If
But
you
you
don't
said
really
I
mean it, if
more.
if you don't really mean it and you understand it and like it yourself, or you enjoy 45 yourself, don't just say it just to have something to joke about. It's stupid.
But I don't buy them. I haven't bought a 45 since 1980. Very easy to tell you the year because I bought 45s from Double Fantasy. That's it. That's the last time I bought a 45.
Yeah, I know, and I know. In all truth about this, I will admit that there are things that are different today. In other words, um, that it wasn't so outrageous. The prices were not outrageous. When I was paying, I don't know, $5 for a movie ticket or whatever it was, I didn't think, oh my God, $5. But now $20, yeah. Now, so there is a difference to a point, but it's what people are doing is it's not just in 2026 though. What I'm trying to say, this has been going on for a while now, at least since the 90s, 2000, early 2000s.
No,
It's not the last couple of years, and it's not like the last 10 years. It's been going on before that, and it went on between 2020 and 2024 also. You know what I'm trying to say? These people out there that have problems, mental problems, and just like Yoko, they blame Yoko for everything that went on all the time. It's that kind of thing. It's not one person. It doesn't matter who. I don't give a damn who the president is. I was feeling like this, and I feel like this now with this idiot that we got in the White House now. Okay, with this idiot, current president, it's the prices are going way up. I felt like that when the last idiot was in before him. Okay, and I felt like that back when it was Obama, and I felt like that, when it was Bush, younger Bush, and all this. I felt like this way back. Okay, is it higher now than it was then? Well, of course it is. Is it going to be higher the next term and the term after that than it is now? Yeah. That $7 jar of Miracle Whip you're talking about is going to be $9 in the future, $10. It's the way it is. That's the way it is. They're all just front men anyway. That's it.
they don't let that oil come through. We got big problems.
Oh, here we go.
There you go. Yeah, everything connected with petroleum will go up. Everything's connected to everything. Everything out there is connected to petroleum.
Danny, why do you keep things you haven't played in years? Joe is still actively collecting his movies, records, and 45s. But why do you keep things that you haven't played in years and years?
Because albums bring back memories to me. They're paid for. They don't bother me. I have the space. I don't need the money. Okay, because I saved my money in my lifetime. So
You got lots of money. Then you're rich.
no, I'm not rich.
You're not making. You don't have that much money, see.
We're comfortable, and the records don't bother me. They're my records. Maybe next week I'll start playing them again. I got my stereo system's all set up. All I gotta do is turn the receiver on. That's it, and the turntable will spin when I put a record on there. Right now I play CDs or I use a computer. This morning we were listening to music out in the backyard on the deck, me and Rob, and we were both crying. Right, Rob?
Oh, boy, you had a busy day.
We listened to Bread, Cat Stevens, James Taylor, Jim Croce, America, A Horse with No Name, all the best songs come from the 70s, okay? And on the computer, they offer an hour and a half of music. You got different creators that put out the best of the 70s, the best of the 60s, and you set it on there, and through Robin's cell phone, it goes to our karaoke machine. And it sounds beautiful. We're out this morning at 6:30, playing music, enjoying the music.
Yeah, we don't got to
What would you tell you? Yeah, 6:30 this morning, listening to music, the best of the 70s.
Nice, Danny. Nice.
I seen fire and I seen rain.
Danny.
These sunny days I thought would never end. I seen lonely times when I couldn't find a friend. Fucking James Taylor, man. Fire and Rain. What a great song that is,
Danny,
man.
why are you so annoying? Why do you do this? You're just annoying.
Well, now I was invited here. You knew I was coming.
Now, I was invited here. You knew I was coming.
Yeah, sure.
That's right. Now, I was invited here. You knew I was coming.
Yeah, sure.
That's right. Now, I was invited here. You knew I was coming.
Yeah, sure.
That's right.
Thank you, my dear. Thank you.
Oh man, I tell you, I got to start thinking about getting out of here because I got to get ready to go
Get
out.
ready.
Already, a week show is already coming to an end already, Danny.
Wait a minute. I have to get ready to get my Whopper. That's what Joe was
I
saying.
ain't eating no Whopper today. You're so stupid because I just admitted that I had one yesterday, and if I was going to have another one today, you're damn right I'd admit it. But I'm not. I had one. It was out of this world. The only thing that concerns me now is they got a situation now where they're browbeating their employees into they have to get it right. Because I've had a lot of mistakes, man. I've had times where I say, give me extra mayonnaise or something, and I go in there and there's no mayonnaise, and they got extra pickles instead. Now they give you another one if you get it wrong.
Yep.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Oh, so all you got to do is say they put ketchup on your hamburger. Oh, you got to say, I didn't order ketchup.
That's it.
Yeah, I know. It's so stupid. Can Danny and Robin sing Mockingbird? What are you talking about, Mockingbird?
Oh, that's James Taylor. That's James Taylor's song.
Tell me.
How about listen to the Mockingbird? Listen to the Mockingbird.
I don't know the lyrics, but it's a decent song.
You just confirmed why you should sell your collection. You can play all that stuff on the internet. Sell.
No. The less they go on the internet, the better. I got it here. They don't bother me. I could pull an album out and say, wow, I bought this when I was 18 years old. I got an Alice Cooper album, the first album there, preview where you have a guy, an old man, and he's looking at there's a lady behind him, and she's pulling a dress up. So I got pieces of paper, and it made strips, okay? And I taped it from his eyes to her dress. I did that when I was fucking 17 years old. I'm not going to get rid of that album. I'll show you what I mean. The next live chat, I'm going to pull that Alice Cooper album and show you what I did when I was 17.
I agree, Danny. If music had stopped being made in the 70s, I'd have no issue with that whatsoever. Well, of course, there's things. First of all, I like music up till about 85 the best. Yeah. My 30 years are 1955 to 1985. That's my sweet spot, 55 to 85.
A lot of people don't know how great David Gates and Bread is, the group Bread. Another genius songwriter, David Gates.
And like I said, right, exactly. As Mellow Fellow says, the internet could go down. These people are relying on streaming and whatever for their music, and also digital compression.
Right. So getting back, my records don't bother me. There's no need to get rid of them. I don't need the money.
Yeah, there is.
No, there isn't. No.
To make some money.
No, I don't need the money. Don't you?
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Yeah, we do. We need to go sell one album just to go see Joe.
That's right. There you go. What are you talking about, Danny? Why are you always petty pitching then? If you don't need any money, why are you always like, oh, I'm not going to spend that? I remember we talked and you said you get a lot of times on the phone, you get interrupted by scam calls and things. And you said, I could pay $6 a month to get that to stop. But I'm not paying anybody $6 a month to stop the spam call.
Because I think the phone company does that on purpose. They send you calls like that because there's nobody on the other side. I pick up the phone, there's nobody there. It goes click, or the machine is on.
First of all, you should never pick up a phone with those things.
I don't worry about that crap. I don't worry
until it happened. It never happened before, right? It never happened to me before.
I got fraud protection on my Discover card. I'm not worried about none of that stuff. I'm not like you, Joe. You need to get out of the city. You need to move.
You should stop being annoying to me.
You know, you're in the wrong place, man. Where I live is heaven. This is beautiful.
Oh heaven, yeah. I'm not going out there where there's no civilization. That's not for me.
You go outside, you hear birds, and
Wait a minute. You go outside, you hear birds. Did you hear that inane comment? When I go outside here, I hear birds. In fact, I hear them while I'm still inside. What do you think? I don't have birds? You think birds are extinct?
you hear lawnmowers, weed whackers, weed blowers, and fucking trains.
That's because you don't have to be in this particular.
And you also hear when the toilet flushes from upstairs.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Someday, because the plumbing is by that wall back there. We get those movies. Someday, you better cover all that shit.
Yeah, you're just doing shtick, Danny. You're doing shtick.
I'm afraid that stupidity always brings out the worst in me.
Stupidity?
Yes, stupidity.
With all that weight you got in there, all that weight and shit like that, and if water comes in, you go to the floor.
Hey, Joe, you've got too many records. One day that floor is going to fall through. It won't be able to take the weight.
I love that clip. I love it.
I know you do, Danny.
It's Joe. When Joe starts to come up after he falls, the expression on his face is funny as hell, man.
Exactly, Danny. Well, we have to end the show now, folks. I hate it. I hate that we got to end it because, we're not going to be back the next week unless Danny goes, oh, let's do a live stream. Let's do a live stream.
Well, that'll be up to you, Joe. I'll leave it up to you.
Yeah, he wants to do. He loves to do streams.
You're such a busy man these days. Busy man.
I am busy. I'm busy.
You got to subscribe to Mayo Loves Mondays.
Yeah, please.
You gotta.
Another thing is,
I'm on that channel.
If he's here, if you're listening to this, and if ask people to do that. Ask people to subscribe to this channel too. Mayo Loves Mondays. Just even if they never watch it or anything, just as long as I get built up. I need to get up to 1,000, and I will get there soon. And of course. He says, I feel 10 times dumber listening to Joe. LOL. Goodbye. Well, let me tell you this much, Marcus. To show how dumb you really are, if you don't get pearls of wisdom from listening to me, then you are dumb. Okay?
Take care, Marcus. I love you. Be safe down there where you are. Okay?
All right.
Thanks
That's it, folks. So I'm trying to say a formal goodbye so Danny doesn't get cut off.
Yeah, he's gonna cut me off like usual.
No, I'm not this time.
This is Johnny. You gotta see him after we get off there. He's like a little kid laughing. Goodbye, everybody. I love everybody.
By the way, I got a heart bigger than Danny's when it comes to being a good guy.
Remember, save.
And remember this: save a little bit for the future, but spend and enjoy now.